welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today we are going to be putting this cauldron together. Okay, so this is the original SVG file. This is the size that it cuts out. It's about, I think, 4 inches wide at the bottom, this bottom piece, 4 by 4. So it's not very large. It's a really great size for a little treat to give to a coworker, a neighbor, a friend. You know, it's super, super cute and sweet, a teacher. So this was the original one. I love this little paper right here. I like how it has like the candy inside, and then it's got these ghosties on the outside. Super cute. So I've been wanting to make a cauldron for a while now. A couple of years ago, Cher Crane shared one, and I just fell in love with hers. I loved it so much, and I've made like little ones. I had made a little one prior to that, but I had been wanting to make a larger one since I saw Cher's. And oh my gosh, this file is perfect for that. So I'll have it linked in the description of this video. I think it's called My Creative Space, something like that. And it's only $1, you guys. And I think this is going to be awesome for your cauldron size. But also, as I was making it, I thought it would be really cute to create a little Santa bag with. So you can get multiple uses out of this SVG file. You can, you know, adjust it to create the size that you're looking for or want. You know, if you want something smaller, something larger, you can definitely do that. So I am going to put it together. I want to show you all the pieces that come with it that you will need to cut out. So you'll need to cut out 2 of these. And again, I enlarged this one, so these are a little larger than the original file. I cut out 2, and I already put one together, and I thought I'd put the rest together with you. And then you'll need 2 base pieces. And then you will need all these little panels on that you will attach to the side. And the file comes with everything that you need. It's also available in JPEG, which means that you can print this out and use it as a template, which I think is awesome, in case you don't have a cutting machine. And also you can use it on Cricut or Silhouette. So any cutting machine that you have, it'll work for you. So I thought it would be really fun to put this together with you. I am using the Fancy Pants Happy Halloween paper collection, you guys, and I love it so much. I just think it's so cute. It's got really sweet little characters in the collection, and I love the traditional colors. So that's what I'm using to put this one together. And this one is going to be for a teacher. So all of the score marks cut out on that, you're just going to fold up on these. I am going to also link the file and the tutorial that the company shares for putting it together. And I'm sure they'll do a better job of, you know, showcasing and sharing with you how to put it together. It's really so simple. That's why this is the 3rd one that I put together today. I've already put together these 2. I did my prototype first, and then I did my pink one, and then now I'm doing this Fancy Pants Happy Halloween one, which I'm super excited about. What I love about this collection also, or this SVG file, I'm sorry, is that you don't have to do a lot of stitching because it has a layering piece. That is the only thing I did stitching on, the layering piece. So what I'm going to do is adhere these bottom pieces first, and I just found that made it go by faster and easier. And I'm going to do it in real time so you can see, you know, just how long it takes. It doesn't really take long at all. It always takes me a little longer to put these together because I like to use liquid glue. I feel like I'm really messy with hot glue, and like this, you know, the liquid glue just allows for more wiggle room. I don't know. I think it's just because that's what I started creating SVG files with. That's what I'm comfortable with. You can certainly use any adhesive that you are comfortable with. But I do love to use my Barely Arts when putting SVG files together, and also die cuts that have like a lot of paper piecing. I really like to use my liquid glue. And this glue comes with these little tips that you can change out. So I typically just leave it on this fine tip because that works well for me. But sometimes I do change it out to the thicker one when you have larger projects. But I mean, these pieces are just so tiny and intricate. Look how small these little tabs are. So that's why I'm using the fine point tip for this. And again, I will link the SVG file and the tutorial that they provide for putting this together, because they do, you know, go into more detail. I just wanted to show you how easy it is to put it together, and how cute it is, how easy it is to alter. Like I said, I've already made 2 other ones in about an hour's time. I think it took longer to cut than it did to actually put it together. Of course, you're going to spend the most time embellishing and cutting. And because I enlarged it, I had to use more paper. So if you don't enlarge it, you can cut off the base piece using just one 12 by 12 piece of paper. And then the layering pieces, same thing. You can use just one 12 by 12 piece of paper. I enlarged it or altered it, so I used two 12 by 12 pieces of paper to create the base and one to create the layering pieces. So just keep that in mind when you're, putting yours together. You need to make sure you have enough paper and all that good stuff if you enlarge it. Okay, so see, we've already put this half together and it was that easy. And now we're gonna put our two halves together, and look how cute this is gonna be. I love that the inside is gonna have that print. So again, I'm gonna start on the two bottom tabs and just line those up as best I can. Okay, there you go. So I have not really been crafting. It's my son's birthday weekend, so we've been busy with that. And then, with Halloween coming up next week, again, busy with that, preparing for that. So I haven't really been crafting very much, but I did want to get in another Halloween project because I have been doing Christmas design team projects. And so I didn't get all the Halloween crafting in that I wanted to. But here we are creating a cute little cauldron. I am so glad that I finally got to put one together this size. Like I mentioned, I had used a free file to make a smaller one a couple years ago. But yeah, after I saw Shara's, it was so cute. And then I loved everything she filled it with. So I was like, I need to make one that size. And finally had the opportunity this weekend to put this together. Okay, so that's that side. Now we're gonna do this side. And I just love how this is coming out. Oh, I forgot to add glue to this tab. So I like to line it up using these tabs right here and putting them on the outer edge. And that just kind of helps you hold it in place. Today, my boys are watching football, so you might hear them yelling in the background. My husband loves the Chicago Bears, but we also love the Cowboys, even though they haven't had a really good team in a few years, since Aikman and Emmitt Smith, I think. But anyway, so yeah, you might hear them yelling in the background. And then I'm just gonna add glue to that. And as I mentioned, it is so easy to put this together. That's why I've done, this is the third one I put together in the last hour, you guys. So I was very happily surprised. It's always so fun when you're, using an SVG file that it's easy to put together. And the size of this is so perfect. It fits right in the palm of your hand. I think this is also a great size for your desk at work, to have little treats in for your coworkers to come and do a little office trick-or-treating. So fun. Okay, so at the bottom, we are going to add a heavy amount of glue to these tabs. And then we'll add the bottom piece. Did you see how easy it was to put this together, you guys? That's the hardest part, the walls of the cauldron. Okay, so I have this piece here, and you're just gonna line this up with the sides, just like that. Just like so. Line it up as best you can. Adding a little bit of pressure, holding it into place. I think this is so fun. This is a great SVG file. So I think that the one that Shara used is from SVG Cuts. I think I remember her saying that. But again, this one's a little different. And really, it's just because it popped up on my For You On Instagram, I don't know, I was scrolling and the SVG popped up and I was like, oh, okay, that's a sign I can work on getting that done. So I'm going to grab my score tool and just run that along those tabs, just adding some pressure, making sure that they, you know, do it gently because you don't want to tear it. So just add some pressure, make sure all those tabs got into place in there, and then you can add this one on the inside just like that, and it's just for support. Actually, let me add some glue to the bottom of it so it just helps the structure. I think it's just some added support. Oh, this is going to be so fun to fill and to get what do you call it? I'm just lining it up to embellish it and to fill it. I plan on just putting some treats inside of it for work. So then you just add glue on these tabs and fold them in, and that is again just going to close off all these tabs. It's just going to look so much more finished because it hides all the little, all these little tabs that you glued together, and just gives it a really nice look. Always keep some wipies or a rag around so you can, especially when you're working with liquid glue. So I'm just adding some glue to this and folding all of these tabs in. I hope this is coming across as easy. So we've just got 4 more tabs left. Let me do that off camera. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm super happy with how this is looking. Look at the inside, you guys. Look at that little ghosty in there. So folding in those tabs just really gives it a nice, clean, finished look. Look at how good that looks. And now we are just going to add these pieces right here. These are the layering pieces, and those are the pieces that I told you I stitched on. So what you do is you simply add some glue to both ends, and you start to attach those to your cauldron. I like to start right here. That's what I did on with the other ones. Just, and then push this down here. Add some pressure to that, just like so. Okay, so that's one, and there's several, I think, I don't know, I think maybe 8 or 10. And you're just gonna do the same thing, add some glue to both ends, and go all the way around, adding these to each little side panel. Oops, came apart. For this, I think, you know, you can use hot glue. I don't think it should be too messy because you're literally just putting glue on both ends. And that should be faster. Look how cute that looks. I love how it leaves that little gap right here. So let's do one more on camera, and then I'll speed through the rest. Again, it's just glue on either ends, just like that. And then I'm gonna line it up right here at the top, add some pressure. Oops, I'm pulling too hard on this. I love this Fancy Pants paper for this because it is thick, you guys. And so it feels good, you know, it doesn't feel flimsy. It feels like a really good, steady, firm project. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is gonna be so cute. Okay, I'm gonna speed through the rest. Okay, you guys, so this is the final product. I've already added all my labels or my little side panels. Look at how adorable this is, you guys. Isn't this so stinking cute? And look at the size, like it fits in the palms of your hands. It's a perfect size. So again, this is the original, and then I just enlarged it. And I think it's so cute. So I am going to embellish this. I'm thinking I'm just gonna add a little bow to it right here. I think that is going to be super sweet, and then maybe add some shred and some candy to it. I will show a picture of the completed look at the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Happy Halloween. Stay safe. Bye for now.